Following your brain?
Calming my
Following
brain.
your brain.
No, following is the problem.
Yeah.
Well, this leads me to the first question I wanted you all, so here's what you get to do. Today, the next 2 hours, you get to not think. Is everybody good with that?
Yes.
I'm gonna take you out of your overthinking, what do they call this, the frontal? Yeah, perfect. And into your animal reptilian brain. So pen and paper out. Oh, you need to. And you're gonna write down, I'm gonna say something and I want you to write without thinking. Now, no pressure, if nothing comes, you don't have to. But just the first, when I say something, just go into your heart and see if something comes out. If it doesn't, again, no pressure. So, you're here for a reason. I'm gonna read it exactly how I wrote it. Write down your intention. What do you want out of today? It can be one word, one sentence, a paragraph, a page. Just go in your heart, take a deep breath. What do I want out of the next hour of my life? 2 hours, just this evening. Some of you will be really quick, and some of you won't. So as people are writing, just go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath into your belly and your heart, drop into your body. So that's the next step. First, I just wanted you to write without even dropping into your heart or body. But now I want you to drop in. And then ask yourself that question again. Now go into your heart, and it might be slightly different. Ask your heart, what do you want out of today? What do you need? And it doesn't have to even be today, your life. What do you want out of the rest of your incarnation in this body? We're going deep. Yeah, we're going deep fast. I don't waste time. Well, you know what I keep hearing the last year of my life of helping people is, if the world were to, not to be catastrophic, but if the world was over tomorrow, meaning in a beautiful way, I don't know, we go back to Brahma, right? We just go back into oneness. How would you want to spend your last day? Like, don't edit yourself. What's on your mind? What would you say to who? Now, we're going to contain it. We're not going to go too deep, too fast. But that's what being present really is. And that's how you meditate, it's being present. So just think, the past can feel very heavy and the future can feel very daunting. But everybody's trying to get to the present like a child. So there's something that stops us, and that's why we love to meditate, or that's at least my take on it. People want to meditate because it brings you into that joyful, present, beautiful moment. So go ahead and now I'm just going to have you can keep your notepads and pen in your lap. If you're still writing, go ahead and take your time. And then just put them down, and I'm going to have you put your hands, close your eyes. I want you to put your hands where your jaw muscle is, and open and close. And nobody's looking, so don't even worry about that. That's why I say everybody's eyes are closed. You can look at me if you need to. Open and close. And as you do that, I want you to feel the sensations that happen in your heart all the way down to your gut. And then just relax your hands in your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Deep belly breath. Like you're filling up a glass of water. And again, observe, was your jaw tight or was it relaxed? And if you don't know, check in and do it again. Maybe it's a little looser now. So I'm just preparing your brain to get out of the overthinking mind. We're already meditating. Meditating is I've heard two definitions in my life, so we'll just go with both. Meditating is a focus, and true meditation is focusing on some divine higher power. Whatever your spiritual, religious beliefs are, you can say God, nature, the universe, source, creator. There's a lot of words for it these days. It's basically what made us. So when we meditate, we're focusing on something divine, calming our minds and getting present. Well, I was planning on releasing stress first, but you guys are already kind of in the zone. You've been around before. Perfect. So feel your sit bones on the chair beneath you. And how present, ask yourself, how present do you feel right now in this moment? Because when we have stress, we're not present, right? We're somewhere else, and that's okay. That's what acceptance is. But before we move into compassion and kindness and acceptance and forgiveness, those are very big words, we want to honor what's happening right now. So that's why I call it release stress relief, then meditate. So some of you, and you can all give me feedback, are ready to dive in and meditate. And that can be another class. Some of you are like, no, something's bothering me. I need to release some stress. So maybe just with a show of hands, you can keep your eyes closed, or if you're happy for other people to know your business since it's a small, intimate group. Raise your hand if you want to release some stress. I say release stress or stress relief. Yeah, how many came here was like, yeah, I want to release some stress? Okay, a little more than half of the group. And the other half of you like diving in to go into that Zen Buddhist state, right? Raise your hand if you're like ready. You kind of wanted just to go for the meditation. Cool, couple of you. Perfect. Both men. Well, you two start, send us ladies energy because we need all the help we can get, right? And raise your hand one more time. How many of you already shared you haven't meditated yet? So, great. I love people that haven't because that's very grounding. She has less programming around it. Some of us that know too much, we get in our own way. So how many of you have meditated or have some kind of routine? Oh wow, okay. So should we just leave everything at the door that we think we know today?
Yes.
Do you want to be childlike, like we were just born into this world and we're just going to be playful?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And again, if any of you feel like just closing your eyes and starting and you just hear my voice, feel free. Okay, so with the stress, that means something is triggering you, something is bothering you, right? Do you all agree? And some people know what it is and some don't. So do you know, and you don't have to answer out loud, this can be interactive, you can answer out loud. So I have 7 points we're going to go over before we meditate. Don't worry, you guys. I'll get through pretty quickly and we'll dive deep. And the thing is with meditation, I'm going to skip forward for a moment. Yes, you want to work up to holding meditation. Cindy, are you okay way back there? You're happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be in the circle. You're good with?
I'm fine.
Good. Yeah, you need a rest.
Mm-hmm.
You've been opening a whole new business. So extending the length of your meditation is a very good goal, but also learning. I have 2 kids. I have a 4-year-old and a 15-year-old that are both home a lot. One's in preschool part-time and one's homeschooled. So I have this much time to work and meditate. Now, what do you think comes first? My meditation, because my work is better, right? But if I have 5 minutes, I never miss. So a couple rules here that work for me, and I've studied from other masters and great ones. Morning and evening, you want to get some form of going in your routine, even if it's a couple minutes. And why do you think that is? When you wake up in the morning, you want to reconnect, because that's how you're going to live your day, and then all the energy and stuff you go through in the day you take on, you want to clear that and release and reflect. So the other tool I've learned with meditation, yes, extend the length as much as you can when you have the time, or go deep fast. And I'll go over that when we do the meditation part, how to do that. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like if you want to know where I've studied, or we can talk about that after, like where I've learned to meditate and what I do. Well, you're going to get an experience. So in my career for the last, 20 years now, most people that come to me want to connect. They want to feel love and joy, either with other people or their spiritual connection, but they're too open, they're overthinking mind, or they're going through bad relationships, they're too stressed, they can't. Or the meds they're taking aren't working and they're not feeling good, and they've been in therapy for many years. So that's the kind of people I've been working with, if you want to know a little bit about my background. So how I work is, okay, what do we need to regulate in the nervous system? So does everybody understand the nervous system? A basic understanding? Let's see, no. It's the fight, flight, freeze response. So when we've been overwhelmed in life and we're holding too much, it makes it hard to meditate. Do you mind raising your hand if anyone struggles with meditation? Okay. Cool, maybe at the end, the people that aren't raising their hand, they could share what, because it's really good to learn from others. I used to and I don't anymore. So that's why I do what I do. So, and you didn't raise your hand either. You don't struggle.
Well, I have to meditate to function.
Beautiful. Yeah, and
to live now,
yeah. And I think it's fun to hear from other people because there's no one way in life. You know that, right? There's your way with your heart, your soul. Any master, any great one, where did they learn from? Within, right? So anything I teach today is not from me. It's from ancient. I mean, my mom and dad raised my brothers and I with like the ancientest books, Masters of the Far East, Kabbalah. I mean, what can we say? Christianity, the Bible, like, but even more than the Bible, like deep, deep teachings. So, yeah. Oh, you like that? So, the healer in me would love to hear about all your triggers, but since this is a smaller, oh, you're laughing. But look at it this way. I'm just gonna help bring some awareness so that we can get grounded and meditate, and then you're gonna tell your emotions, your body, your mind. If anything comes up, you can deal with it more later. You can talk to me after class, and I can help guide you. And there's a lot of good healers in this room that can help. So we're gonna create a container, but what I wanna do with the stress release first, and you can go inside as I say this, and even if you don't think you have anything, it's fine, still just go within, and we're gonna build a relationship. Do you know you have the same neurons in your brain that think in your heart and in your gut? So if you didn't know that, just know that now. So as you drop in, you can think of it that way, or you can look at it as you're like speaking to a younger child or your younger self. And you're just gonna say to your heart, your belly, I'm listening. And whatever may be stressing us out or bothering us or triggering us, I'm going to work on. Relax your jaw again, because emotions may come up, and we want to let those move. So you're already starting to meditate, because you're focused, you're connecting. So there may be a current, present situation that is pushing you right now. I want you to put that in a box of love, a little glowing box, and put it outside the door. And you're gonna say to that, I'm gonna look at that more later. And also just know whatever is happening in your life now is not just now, it's old. It's a pattern you're here to clean up. And when we meditate or do breath work, we actually are cleaning out the subconscious mind and the nervous system. So it's normal for things to come up. It's not all enlightenment and beauty and butterflies and third eye opening. Sometimes it's really going through hell and the trenches. Now what a lot of humans do, because I did this, and this is what I've seen in my work, so if it doesn't ring true for you, it's fine. We avoid the pain because it hurts. I love it when Marty laughs. So I think this is already leading me, yeah, we're already just getting right through it. So yeah, stay with your eyes closed and see what rings true. Are you avoiding some pain in your body? And the reason why this is important is because this is where illness and disease start to set in. Now don't be scared by that. It means, oh, I would like to release this pain, so there's nothing to be afraid of, because there's a healthy way to do it. So just roll your shoulders back as I say that. So we're gonna incorporate a little bit of movement. And actually, this is a good time. I was wondering when to do this, and I'm just gonna go for it now, because it's good to get our energy going. So sit however you're comfortable. We're gonna do a little bit of breath. Yeah, go ahead and put your notepads and pens down. And you can either lay, now remember, be comfortable. There are yoga mats back there, the room is yours. You can do this laying down or sitting up. We're just going to, and you can keep your eyes closed, but watch me first. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out. And you can even let your hands slide on your lap. It's a good way to ground your body. Yeah, beautiful. Keep going nice and slow, and then we'll pick up the pace in a minute. Inhale, exhale. We're doing a little spinal cord breathing to get the energy moving. And just as you're doing this, visualize your breath moving up your spine to your brain. Now we're going to pick up the pace. Ready? Don't laugh at me. Inhale, exhale. Good. Do about 10 more. Good. You're already pushing out some stuff. Keep going. Nobody's looking, just me. Beautiful. Go a little bit bigger if it feels good on your body. Don't be afraid. It's just you, your breath, your soul. Okay, beautiful. You all just kind of did that last breath together. Now don't move. Feel the energy. That's oxygen. None of this is woo-woo. We're made up of oxygen, blood, life force, energy. Feel a slight tingle in your hands. Where else do you feel it? Maybe your chest, your face, your heart. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. Exhale all out with a sigh. One more like that. Inhale. Relax the jaw again. Hold the breath out. Inhale again. Now on the next exhale, I want you to hold it out. Stay there, hold it out. Don't move if you can. If you need to inhale, it's fine, but hold it out, hold it out. Okay, inhale. This time contract, tighten all your muscles. Even pull up your perineum, tighten all your muscles, arms, legs. Squeeze, 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 and then exhale. Feel the tingle again? Is anybody starting to sweat a little bit? Yeah, a little warmth. Good. Yeah. Okay, now take your hands, keep your eyes closed or open. It's really up to you. And hold your face. And if you even want to just hold your face, like if you're going through a hard time, it's going to feel nice just to kind of, put your face in your hands. Or you can just hold your face. It's telling your body, I love you. Think of all the people you give love to. Do you do this for yourself? There you go. Put your hands on your throat and neck and say, I love you to your throat. You're my voice, you're my speech, you're my expression. Thank you, I love you. Anything you need to say, I'm listening. And remember, as you do this work, muscles and emotions may start to come up. You're in a safe place. So if it's okay, please give yourself permission to feel. Even if it's good, maybe it's good. Then your neighbor will feel your good energy and it will help them through whatever hard times they might be having. Now just put your hands on either side of your arms, like you're giving yourself a hug, your shoulders, arms. Feel your arms. Can you feel them? Because sometimes when we're shut down, we can't even feel our body. Say thank you to your arms. Hug yourself. Sometimes we want love so badly from other people, but really, the truth is we want it from ourselves. So feel your soul kind of giving you a hug from the inside out. Like if you could see your energetic body, visualize your soul as this big being, and it's wrapping its arms around you. if anything I say feels good, I want you to hold it longer. You don't have to switch it. Just stay with, because the whole point is to connect and go into that blissful state. So if you're feeling it, just stay there. Now, heart center, this is a big one. Really connect to your heart. Let's go ahead and do the 4 phrases. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
And I love how some of you naturally just did that out loud and some of you silently. So again, that is your power. Knowing what you want to do, do it. Deep breath in. Right into the heart, let it expand. Exhale out. Ask your heart, is there anything you need, anything you want to say? And just listen. Hands now on the solar plexus, which is right below the heart and where your ribs meet. Very powerful center. This is where people get anxiety. And anxiety just means you need to protect yourself from something that is happening, is what I've seen, or you're angry, you're upset, and you haven't listened, or you haven't allowed yourself to process it. There's nothing wrong with our emotions. I think too quickly we try to just go into the positive when we need to honor the truth of what's coming up for us. So if your solar plexus are pissed today, can everybody say, yes, I love you, okay? Give me a I. Yeah, yeah. And thank them. Say, thank you, I'm listening. You're my best friend, what do you need? So a lot of you have kids, some of you do, some of you don't. I want you to treat your solar plexus in all parts of you. If your little one came to you, or your big one, or a family member and said, I'm hurting, what would you do?
Be nice.
Yeah.
Give them attention.
Protect them. Tell them what do you need. So do you do that for yourself? That's why you're here. Perfect. So do it right now. And just be curious also, if you might see a younger part of yourself. When I work with people, the older parts, it could be a young adult, it could be a baby, it could be a toddler, a teen. There could be some event in your life. We're not looking for anything, we're just listening, and if something comes up organically. Because when we meditate, things can start to bubble up. So we're just preparing the nervous system. Beautiful, guys. Now go down to your gut, your navel, your creative center. It's a little bit below your navel, so this is where babies are creative, and this is where a lot of creativity comes from. Say thank you to this center. Maybe there's some creative project you don't even know you're going to do yet. Start to tap into that. What do I want to do? Because really, for me, we can attract a lot of good things in our life, but without a sense of purpose, something we love and creativity, something can feel like it's missing. You know what I mean? Because it can be as simple as you love a mocha. I love making mochas with whipped cream. Oh my gosh, it gives me so much joy. Going for a walk, what do you love? That's that creative center that makes you you. And then from there, it can be creating bigger things. But start simple. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite trip? What do you love to do? Do you love to be in the trees or at the beach? Just tell your creative center, I'm listening. Show me what we love. That comes from a very deep, beautiful place. So take a nice deep breath in. And I want you to go back to the trigger for a moment. Go ahead and look at anything that might be stressing you out or bothering you, and notice if it's a little lighter or less intense. go to the opposite of whatever that problem may be. But instead of looking at it the same way that you have, look at it as, this is happening for me. This is to my advantage. This is to, because the ego wants to make it think it's about something material or some person, but really, what's the deeper meaning? And you don't have to get an answer right now. We're just putting that in your subconscious and in your body. Maybe something happened in life you didn't like, and you can change that right now. What would the opposite be? Start to create those neural nets in your heart and your brain that life is working out for you, not against you. Because what really creates our problems are our beliefs. And why meditation is so good is because we're stepping out of those beliefs and overthinking mind. And that's why I want you to think of the opposite. So let's say you have a belief about something, maybe you could pull one up. And again, you can watch this video later and work on it more on your own. Maybe you have a belief you're not good enough, or life is so hard, or you're stressed out, or you're just not. So quickly switch it around. Life is fun. I am enough. Things are always working for me. Huh. So notice how present you are now. You're meditating, by the way. For all you novices, you're doing it. Now, I have a really fun trick for the ego. Don't think about yourself for a moment. Think about somebody sitting next to you on your right or your left, or somebody in your life you know, or just even people you don't know in other countries that you know are hurting, that need help. What's that feel like? How's your neighbor doing? How's a family member doing? How are people in other countries that don't have resources, that are struggling or hurting or at war? How are they doing? What do they need? Feel that shift in consciousness from your ego to your soul, to the divine, to service. And let that open your heart. And ask yourself, ask your soul, ask, again, please use whatever word you want. If it's, I'll say God, source, creator, I'll mix it up. How can I best be of service in this world? And let that light from your heart shine out of you and let it search the globe. It can start small. Search your town, your family, your neighbors, your country, and then let it go around the globe, like you're searching for the souls that need support, the way you're giving yourself support right now. Be less about you and more about consciousness and love and divinity for a moment. Maybe you don't need anything. Maybe you're just filling your cup up perfectly right now. You're giving yourself everything you need in this moment. What does that feel like? Relax your jaw again. And if some parts of you are like, hell no, you just say, it's okay. It's okay. I know that voice. Because our ego gets very loud and we want to use discernment, what's coming from ego and personality, and what's coming from your higher self and your divine soul that's connected to something greater. So we really have these two parts. And what I want you to do now is just see like a blank movie screen right behind your eyes. It might be kind of dark. So as if you were holding your finger up and looking at, and I don't want you to break your trance, so you don't have to open your eyes, but if you were to hold your finger out in front of you and you were to look at your finger, I want your gaze to be slightly lifted and up. That helps keep the mind from wandering. So So when we go to sleep at night, the eyes roll down. When we're focused meditating, the eyes go up. So if you're ever sitting in meditation practicing and you notice your mind is wandering, tune into what your eyes are doing. You'll see they're face down. You can feel it. And then lift it back up. And if you don't really know what I'm talking about, you'll start to know as you practice this. You just bring your gaze back up, look at your finger out in front of you, and close your eyes. Now at any moment, if something comes to you and you want to write it down, you can do that. So let's just ask yourself, what are some better beliefs I can start thinking right now to turn my life around? What am I tired of saying to myself? And then if you ever get in a rut, I want you to ask yourself, what is the opposite? So if you're struggling with someone, now you're going to shock your nervous system, but that's okay. You're going, Marty, I'm picking you as an example actually right now, because I've worked with Marty for a while. You're going to say, I cannot believe how great everything is going. She is doing amazing. Yeah, right? And the reason why we want to do that is we want to clear our energy from other people. Okay, this is going to sound a little intense, so just forgive me, but if it's too big, don't take in what I say. But we don't want to drown with other people. I really listen to what I'm supposed to tell the people that come to me. And so for the last 48 hours, I've gotten a lot of things to say today, and they're coming out. Don't let other people take you down. And you are not here to save anyone, because you are not God. What that means is I want you to take, you can actually physically do it with your arms, or you can do it with just your mind. Do you see anybody else's energy on you, like cobwebs, like grabbing you? And if you do, lovingly disconnect and send it back to them with love for their journey. Because what causes us stress, if you think about it, it's people. I mean, what else is it? It's really people. It's not even, you can't have a situation without people. So, in fact, let's just all do this. This is healthy. I notice I'm even a better mother and parent or partner when my energy is just about me. So clear all other people's energy off of you, and how you do that, like cobwebs, like you're just dusting and cleaning it up, and you just send it back to them. They're on their own journey, and you are doing you. Is everybody okay doing them? Raise your eyes are closed. Raise a hand if you're okay doing you. Is anybody okay not putting themselves, wait, did I say that right? Is anybody not okay putting themselves first? Okay, good, cool. Do you feel a little more clear, like you're just in your own space? Yeah, some of you are moving your bodies. That's great, do that. Yeah, if you just kind of need to shake it off for a moment. Actually, I think I might want to do something kind of strange for a moment. So everybody stand up, but keep, we can stay with the group, but keep your energy to yourself. You don't have to look at anyone. I want you to stay in the zone, but stand up. Because we just cleared, so just shake a little bit. Maybe twist. Feel your feet on the floor. Do another deep breath in to the count of 4. Hold at the top for 4. Exhale for 4. Again, inhale 4. Hold 4. Exhale 4. Filling up your torso like a glass of water. Again, bigger breath this time. Hold. Exhale. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake out your legs. Do any other movement you may want to do. I'm going to have you sit back down again before we get up again. Come right back down. Go right back in. This is also how you learn to go in and out of trance I've learned, excuse me, as a mom, imagine how many times my meditations get interrupted. So instead of complaining, instead of when that negative voice would start like, oh, I go, oh my gosh, this is teaching me. My kids come first. It's okay. I mean, I come first, but obviously, when you have kids, no, they really do come first. You know what I'm trying to say, right? So I reframed it to, this is teaching me that God and your soul and love are right there, right now. Fast, go right to your third eye. Leave all the BS behind. You are a child of the divine. So the way you were born is perfect. You come from pure consciousness and light, and that's where you return to. So the only thing stopping you from being in that place right now are your thoughts and your feelings. And here's what's scary, because my mom and dad gave me so much good reading my whole life. Everything I read I know was true, even if I didn't feel it. So try this. Even if you don't feel it today, tell yourself it's truth, because it is truth. It's like gravity. If I throw a ball, it's going to fall. You're not going to say, no, there's no such thing as gravity. No, there's gravity. It falls. So the only thing that is really stopping us from that bliss and love is our programming. So don't give up on yourself. You're learning how to reprogram back to a childlike state. To enter the kingdom of heaven, we must be childlike. And heaven is right here, right now. So just have that belief that you can do it, and don't give up. The ego, I've really been working at this for like 30 years, and the ego will want to make you think, if you haven't gotten it by now or in a few years, forget it. No. I don't care if I'm 150 just getting it. Keep going. Keep piercing through. Go right to that third eye, right to the light, like you're seeing a light of tunnel. A light of tunnel, did I say that? A tunnel of light. Talk about reversal. See that tunnel of light. And forgive me for those of you that want more silence. I'm talking a lot on purpose, because for those of you where your mind or your emotions wander, I'm trying to help you with your focus. But we will do some more silence in a minute. I'm working my way up. So pretend like you were born right now. You come into the world and you are your parent. What would you tell yourself about this world? How would you raise you? Would it be to have fun? To be a loving, beautiful source of light and play? Think of how a child looks at the world. They're constantly curious, so I love that word. Stay curious about yourself, even if you don't feel good. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. So let's just expand that for a moment. See yourself, your younger self, coming into the world, and you are going to say all the beautiful things that maybe you did not hear as you were raised. You're perfect the way you are. I'm so proud of you. You can be whatever you want. And if any of you were raised with parents that were really struggling or not well, just remember that's about them. That has nothing to do with you. And even though it hurts, you can let that hurt go now, because that's all they knew. And you send them love. And if they're not in the physical form anymore, they're in a very high energy place. And now you get to raise your consciousness back to that state. So we're going to try a few moments of silence, because I've been talking a lot. And I just want you to let everything go that I've said, because it's in your subconscious. And if there's anything you need to remember or hear, you can do it later. It will come back up. And so for a few moments now, the best way to help your focus is to keep that gaze lifted and feel love in your heart. I'll give you a few ideas. Maybe you have your own. It can be for a beautiful place you love. It can be for someone you love. It can be for a saint, a master, God, divine together, and remember your focus or lack of focus, doesn't matter. We're going to help each other. So let's go ahead and practice. Use your willpower. Deep breath in one more. As if you're bringing your life force up your spine to your third eye to help concentrate. I just wanted to say too, if you notice any tension in your body, make sure you give that physical part love so it can relax a bit. Instead of tightening into it more, just say, I'm sorry you're hurting, I love you. If you notice any other sounds around you, let them just drown out. Be the observer of yourself. So if we're really just a soul, an energetic body, can you feel and visualize your soul bigger than your physical body? Almost like it's looking at you, loving you, looking at everyone in the room, like a circle of light beings, aware of the physical but living in a higher state of consciousness. I think that's why we can feel like two personalities, or feel almost sometimes like we're going crazy, because we have the divine self and we have the ego. And we're just going to let that divine self love the little baby ego. And that's why nurturing and honoring yourself, your truth, without trying to just push back past it or push it down is so important. Just tell all parts of yourself, I love you, I hear you, whatever you've been through, I'm here to help you. Release it and move forward. So I'm noticing something very interesting happening as you're all in this blissful state. And if you're not aware of it, I don't really want to bring your attention there, but this is very symbolic of how life is happening. You have your internal beautiful world, and then stuff happens on the outside that can throw us off. And as we got silent, I heard rock and roll music playing outside, footsteps overhead, and that's symbolic of this journey. You're this light being with chaos that goes on around us, but it's how you choose to look at the chaos. So let's just send our peaceful light out so bright that nothing can touch us. And in fact, it's so bright that whoever is hurting is going to feel a touch of that. Almost as if we're in a circle right now. And if you let that energy just spiral and shine out like the sun, that's why everyone loves the sun. It's warm, it gives us light, it gives us food. You are a mini sunlight. We just have forgotten your truth. And when we leave the physical body, we will remember it. So why not try to work hard on remembering it now? And tell yourself, you can come back to this place every day, 2-3 times a day. Just take a few minutes and say to yourself, I know who I truly am. I remember my life. And I am okay. Nobody can hurt me. Nobody can push me because I have me. just make an, go back to your intention. Again, for this day, for your life, for this night, you can make it as small or big as you want. Are you feeling more peace, more calm, more in love with life? Again, there's no pressure. It's just an intention means it's like focusing an arrow. Even if you haven't released your arrow, you know where the target is and you'll get there one day. Don't worry if it takes one day or 50 years or 50 lifetimes. It's okay. Take all the pressure off. And please remember too, as you're sitting here, if at any moment your body feels like it needs to lay down and stretch, please go ahead and do that. And if you're feeling in the zone and comfortable, keep going. And just let everything that you've cultivated today just start to integrate. Integrate means you're becoming a new you. As you drop out of your overthinking mind and are more in your limbic brain, reptilian brain, more in your heart, more in your belly. Maybe you're out in the universe in just pure consciousness in the void and in nothingness. Let's actually visualize that right now. Be out in nothingness. Some people don't like that. So if you don't like the dark and that brings up anything, you could visualize nature, the ocean, and become more of Divine Mother and Universal Father energy, masculine, feminine. You are a reflection of both masculine and feminine. Another fun exercise is look down if you are up in space. If you don't like the darkness of space, I've had some people, and that at the height of my trauma, that kind of felt uncomfortable for me. Maybe you're just on a cloud. You're still in blue skies. There's no dark. As you look down at Earth, I want you to see the billions of little people like ants all over the Earth. And just remember how small and insignificant in a way that we feel so like our problems are so big. We're not insignificant. Our problems or our thoughts and our emotions, they're so little. You are so big. So let's take a few moments now, whether you're sitting or laying, and just feel yourself becoming part of this universal energy of pure consciousness. So you're not your problems, you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you're not even your body. You're just your heart. You're just love. You're just consciousness. If any of you have a meditation or a breath practice that you do on your own, you can do that now. Where you bring the breath up the spine to the brain and this tunnel of light in your heart into the quiet for a few more moments. You could even curl your lips up to a little bit of a smile, like you're smiling to yourself and all the divine beings that look out after us or over us that we're not even aware of. Maybe you can laugh at some of your problems and how crazy we have felt at times. Maybe we can just start a little bit to lighten it all up. It doesn't diminish all you've been through. It just helps you turn the corner. It's very normal to want to get up from meditation or your mind to start to think, but do your best to push through that. Every time you overcome an urge to come out of it or to think a thought, overcome it. Use the word, I overcome myself. I come back to stillness, back to self-love. Sometimes if you need help focusing, maybe there's a goal you want that you want to focus on. Maybe you're tuning into some creative endeavor. You could see yourself being that person you want to be, doing what you want to do. Only if it helps with your focus. You don't have to. It's just another little tool. It's a good way to end your meditation with your intention of your future self, bringing it right into the present now. I am, and you can fill in the blank. I am. If it's a job you want, a relationship you want, I am, and then finish the sentence, you are already that. Because if a desire is born in you, it means it's already finished. So just like athletes visualize their sport before they do it, so their body gets trained, their subconscious, you can visualize yourself as if you are the person you want to be. What would it look and feel like? Play with it. And if nothing comes up, don't worry about it. Just be in the zone. Just be light. hard concept to get, but if you look at the world like a playground, and just how kids run from the slide, the swing, that's what the spiritual teachings say, and I believe it to be true, even though it's hard to get, and at times this world, well, most of the time this world feels very real, but when they say it's just a playground, it's not real. When we meditate, that's what we're tuning into. The realness is within us. The bliss and love that never changes is who we are. We change our emotions, our thoughts, our bodies. What never changes is your true self with a capital S. Just even tuning in, notice how you may feel different now than when you first got here. You're doing great holding this meditation. Keep going, we'll go for a little bit longer. This is a workout for your brain and your emotions. And the real work is not being attached to anything that comes up, but watch it float by. Observe yourself. Feel the light that you've tuned into fill up your brain like it's expanding out. So your thoughts send signals out, and your heart and your feelings draw in that intention. So feel your brain waves sending out signals, whatever that may be: love, health, abundance, other like-minded relationships that are supportive, a certain job you may want, of service. Your brain is sending those waves out, and your heart is pulling in that same frequency. And say thank you. Feel the gratitude of what you have the power of creating in your own life right now. Thank you for my clear intention. Again, don't worry about any negative thoughts that may come up for the ego. That's just the old self. We're going to love and honor it and listen to it get smaller and smaller as your true self gets bigger and bigger. You know your intention. You're just going to have to work at it like you would going to a gym. And your heart is drawing in all the beauty you deserve. And for a few moments, just repeat to yourself, I am love. I am worth. I am light. I am beauty. And all else cannot touch me. I am safe. I protect and honor myself every moment. I listen gland and third eye than our lower centers. When we get stuck in our lower centers, it's more materialistic, more ego, and it's ups and downs. It's not very fun. So that's why the breath is so important, to bring that creative life force from our lower centers up to the heart, throat, and into the brain. Don't overthink it. You're doing perfect. Let your heart center shine out like a light, guiding you. And again, repeat to yourself, I don't need anything from anyone. And life is working out perfectly for me, to my advantage. Thank all your tests, trials, problems. Say thank you. You are my best lessons and gifts. I wouldn't be who I am without you. I'm a better, deeper person. I'm more awake, more connected in ways that money can never buy happiness, that nobody or nothing can ever give you. That comes from such a deeper, beautiful place that you're tapping into right now. Just let that expand. And I want you to tell yourself tonight and tomorrow morning, you can do all of this again for even a few minutes. Even if you don't remember anything, you can either do a guided meditation, or you can just go within, take a few deep breaths and tell yourself, I'm listening. I'm going to work every day on tuning more within instead of without. And that's all. And feel my breath. And feel my soul. And know that I'm here to serve and be more than myself and my needs. That's all you have to remember to start changing your life. If you feel like slowly starting to come back, you can. If you're still feeling in the zone, you can just stay there a little bit longer. Just hear the music, maybe rotate your hands and feet a little. Sorry. Or come back with a bang. And if you are starting to open your eyes, just let your gaze be soft at first. Just come back slowly. Try to bridge the gap between where you were and the physical world, as if you're just taking in the room lightly and noticing how present you are, how you might feel slightly different. When I teach, I meditate, but it's a different kind of meditation. I tune into all of you, and you were all, tell me if I'm wrong, but you were all like, I kept hearing, stop talking, Karlee. You guys were like in the zone. It was like uncomfortable for me to like not teach. So next one, I won't talk for a whole hour, okay? Deal? I owe you one. But you know, whenever I'm with a new group, I talk a lot because I know if I don't, you're off. You could be off to the rat races, and I don't want you going there. I want to interrupt your pattern, but give me feedback. I know maybe you, young, handsome man over there in the corner, you probably, would you have wanted maybe a little more quiet, or were you okay with the guidance? Okay, cool. Well, it's tricky with teaching meditation because
We're all at different levels.
yeah,
Different ways, different.
You put us in a trance, that's what was so good about it.
Yeah.
I could just feel like, like in the first 5-10 minutes, I'm going, whoa. So it was a trance-like thing too.
yeah, I try to listen to my intuition. How were you in the quiet moments with no talking?
That was good.
But you know, the mind starts to go, right? But when I tuned into all of you, I didn't feel a lot of mental chatter. Did you feel pretty calm? Were your minds pretty focused? I'm impressed impressed. Yeah, please share.
I just want to say that, yeah, since it's the first one, I think it was brilliant because we need to know and be guided even if we do meditation. So, yeah, it was intuitive and we go even deeper, it felt like. So, yeah, it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to hear you. We can't, yeah. Even
Okay.
if we've been meditating, yeah.
Yeah, it helped me reconnect, cause that's my
Yeah.
issue with the meditation, I wander. So, it helped me, and then I have never heard that where you look up versus looking down in meditation. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. So I kept finding myself looking down and thinking too much, and then I was like, okay, look back up, and then I was able to come back up into the floaty space.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, please keep sharing. This is helpful. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I really loved your voice. It's very soothing and like just the same thing, like it just brought me into this trance and it really helped me personally to go into this liminal space, so thank you.
Anybody else have anything they want to share? What it was like for you, or what you would want, what worked, what you want more of?
This one's more probably individual. This is the first time I've attempted to meditate since a recent ketamine assisted therapy retreat, and I went back to that space pretty smoothly. So thank you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
6 p.m. silences, but there's also services where there's a lot of talking. So when I want that silence, I do both.
Yeah.
You were still doing it. I could feel you.
Right.
I do both. Sometimes I want silence, but I've learned as I hear the service, I can, a lot of people's eyes are open and they're doing the service. No, that's when I actually just start meditating. And I let whatever I'm hearing in, and then we need silences. So that's great. So we can structure this class too, where it's like an hour of talking, maybe 30 minutes of silence. You know, like a good 30 minutes, and see how you do. You know, for those of you whose mind wander more, we can figure out something. Or you'll just, you'll graduate and get to a level where you'll want more. Because I'm at that point too. So what I was saying about SRF on Sunday, they have the morning service with a little meditation, and then they have the afternoon long quiet. I'm ready for the long quiet. So we're all at different levels. So I need more silence, I do now.
Yeah, for me, it's like, it helps to have the guided in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then I need to just run with it.
Yep.
And then come back to it,
Totally.
But it was very good, thank you.
That was fun, yeah. And what about for you?
I think in general was great. I tried to meditate the entire time just to keep the container.
I saw you doing that, and while I was talking, you.
Wait, could we see it?
Oh, he was meditating.
Please turn the music down.
Yeah, he does what I do at SRF. When people are talking or there's a service, I just start meditating and going into the zone. Because I've heard the teaching so much, I'm just ready to do it. So I could tell as I was talking, he was already going there, and he said holding the container. So thank you, I could feel that.
Yeah, and I think what will help with this situation is just have different classes, maybe one for surgery, the other one is just
Different
pure
levels.
meditation class.
Beautiful. One, we're just going in the zone more quiet. I guide you a little in the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
And then another class can be more for stress relief, and then one just for meditation, little guidance, silence. There we go.
And that would be great for, like, one could be a workshop, and then one could be like a weekly thing or something,
Yeah,
you
we
can come to.
see.
The boss is right over there. You taking notes?
We know, we wear it like,
This is
she'll
great.
get the hand.
Well, and that's what's really good about coming together with all different levels, because you just were of service to a lot of people, which fills up your cup, and then you'll get what you need. Yeah.
You're gonna come all the way from Bonnie,
I have 6 at my place.